Remains in focus today. The question is, will Sharjeel Imam and Umar Khalid get bail today? All eyes will be on the Delhi High Court as it gears up to pronounce the verdict on the bail pleas. They are facing prosecution in the UAPA case linked to the alleged conspiracy behind the February 2020 riots. They face charges of masterminding the riots, which had left 53 people dead and over 700 injured as violence erupted during the anti-CAA protests. Let's get you the accused who are still behind bars, whose fate will be decided today. All the accused have challenged the orders passed by the trial court denying them bail. Here is the defense that has been given by the lawyers of the accused in the previous hearings. Now, during these hearings, Umar Khalid had submitted that merely being on WhatsApp groups without sending any message is no criminality. Sharjeel Imam had said that he is completely disconnected from all the co-accused in the case and he is not part of any kind of conspiracy, or he was not even part of the conspiracy meetings as has been alleged by the Delhi police. Others have cited prolonged incarceration and not being put at par with the other accused in the case who have been granted bail earlier as the reason. All of these reasons will be coming up in the court again today. The prosecution has vehemently opposed the bail, saying that it was not a case of spontaneous riots, but a case where these riots were planned well in advance with a sinister motive and well thought out conspiracy. The Delhi police has contended that in a case involving such grave offences, the principle of bail is the rule and jail is the exception could not be invoked. Now, why were they denied bail earlier? Let's get you those details as well. Here is what the Delhi High Court, this is what the court had said in October 2022 while denying bail to Umar Khalid. Let's take a look at what the court had said. Now, the court had said that there is enough incriminating material against him and prima facie the charges that have been levelled by the Delhi police have been proven. In fact, the court also went on to say that the witness to the role in violence has also been established, saying that there was a speech that was given by Umar Khalid that was a call to revolution, saying that that could have led to the violence, and there has been recurring mention from beginning to the end. Senior news editor Bhavtosh Singh, who has been following this case very, very closely, joins us on the broadcast. Bhavtosh, what are the details of what's expected in the court? We just put out the details of what has been said by the lawyers representing the accused in the case so far in the court.
Pratibha, as far as today's order is concerned, it's expected it will come at around 2:30 p.m. By a bench led by Justice Naveen Chawla. Now, the matter has been, as you rightly said, has been back and forth from the trial court to the High Court, and the petition by the Umar Khalid's lawyer was in fact taken back from Supreme Court, and Umar Khalid's bail has been rejected both by the trial court as well as by the High Court. Now, the main contention of the prosecution is that the riots that broke out in February 23 and 25 in 2020 was not an organic protest, and it was a meticulously well-planned riots. And they had said that this was done to coincide with the planned visit of U.S. President Donald Trump. And they have said that planning was done primarily to show India in poor light. Now, among the main accused as far as the larger conspiracy of Delhi riots is concerned include Sharjeel Imam as well as Umar Khalid. They said that the initial planning was in December 2019. At that point of time, the protest could not happen. And then subsequently, another planning happened that happened in January 2020. Now, they have said that there were a series of protests that eventually led to the Delhi riots in February 2020, in which more than 40 people died. And they have said that this was all done by individuals, including Umar Khalid. The main case was filed initially by the crime branch of the Delhi police, and then subsequently it was taken over by the Delhi police's special cell. There are various WhatsApp chats, and the claim of Umar Khalid that he did not in fact had any interaction with the main accused or with the other accused, as far as this case is concerned, has been debunked by the Delhi Police's prosecution team on the grounds that various WhatsApp chats were saved in the draft of the mobile phone, and they were in touch with each other. One more important point that the Delhi Police had said is the provocative speeches that have been made by them, though this has been denied by the defense counsel of Umar Khalid as well as by the Sharjeel Imam.
Okay, all right. Bhavtosh, stay with us just a moment as we put out the details of what the Delhi police charge sheet accuses the two of. Let's break down the details of what the charge sheet actually mentions. Now, the charge sheet goes on to mention that there were WhatsApp groups that were created to mobilize the anti-CAA protesters, saying that all of the planning was done through these WhatsApp groups, and these WhatsApp groups had been created to mobilize and bring in more and more people under the garb, of course, of anti-CAA protests. And it mentions that the group that was named was Muslim students of JNU, that was created on the day the bill had been tabled in the parliament. Apart from that, the WhatsApp created by Sharjeel was on the instructions of Umar Khalid. So this is what the charge sheet goes on to say on the exact role of Umar Khalid as well as Sharjeel Imam, saying that the WhatsApp group had been created by Sharjeel Imam, but it was made on the instructions of Umar Khalid. Apart from that, it also speaks about the strategy. All of this being mentioned in the detailed charge sheet that has been provided by the Delhi police to the court, saying that Umar Khalid had held meetings at a secret office in New Selampur. The conspirators, and some of these conspirators have been mentioned as well. They have also been named as the co-accused. All of them had attended this meeting, and this meeting was held on the 24th of January 2020. And let's talk about what happened after the riots broke out. So from Bihar, Khalid was in touch with the conspirators. So all of these details on what happened a day after the riots broke out as well being mentioned in the charge sheet. It goes on to say that from Bihar, Khalid was in touch with the conspirators, and there were as many as 10 calls that were made between the members of this gang on the 24th of February. So Umar Khalid is said to have spoken to the other conspirators in the case as well, and how they were all put together, how they all came together in this conspiracy to defame India internationally. All of these details have also been mentioned in the charge sheet. Let's break it down for you. In fact, it also goes on to mention one witness who has said that Umar Khalid had asked him to incite the immigrants, that he wanted the Bangladeshis and Rohingya immigrants as well to join this stir. This has been mentioned by the Delhi police in the charge sheet that has been filed at the court, going on to say that Umar Khalid wanted the immigrants as well to join this stir. All of this being put in place to ensure that India was embarrassed internationally. Big story today, 2:30 is when the hearing will come up, and we'll keep you updated on what happens in the court. Thanking Bhavtosh for joining us with those details.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.